Hey guys, Bird Yugioh here, coming at you with another deck profile. Today I'm going to be doing a Melodious deck. This is another one, just a really fun Master Rule 5 deck, because it can go into fusions very easily. But the lock that it does, which is the Area Elegy lock, is just absolutely amazing. There's of course ways of outing it with basically non-targeting removal, but nonetheless, this link card is absolutely amazing. It just came out. It's really good for this deck. Really helps it out a lot. So if you guys haven't already, go and subscribe. We're nearing 1,000, and I got something really fun. Hopefully you guys like it for 1,000 subscribers once we hit that. Without further ado, let's get into this deck. Starting off with 3 area. Level 4, basically, while this special summon card is on the field, Melodious monsters you control cannot be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. Which that alone, that's why we're playing at 3. It's a level 4, so you can, you ideally, of course, want to special summon it. But yeah, that alone, that effect alone is just really good because everything targets nowadays, it seems like. And then the other part of the lock is 1 Elegy. You could play it at 2 if you really want to. It's a level 5, so you're not going to be normal summoning it very much for any kind of Xyz plays or anything like that. But this one states that special summon Melodious monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So Area says you can't, your monsters can't be targeted by card effects or destroyed by battle. And this says cannot be destroyed by card effects. So your opponent has to get rid of it by non-targeting removal of some sort. And if this card is special summoned, all fairy monsters gain 300 attack, which is really nice as well. And then some more of our level 4s that we play. 3 Soprano. This is basically, you're mostly using her to, if she's special summoned, you target 1 Melodious monster in your graveyard, and you add it to your hand. And then, once per turn, you can fusion summon 1 Melodious monster using monsters you control, including this card. So this is your way of going into some of your really good fusions. I'll show you those as well. It's a good normal summon. And then 3 Cannon. Sorry, I haven't really been showing these that well. There's 3 Cannon. It's your level 4. If you control a Melodious monster, you just special summon this. So it's really nice for going into your Link monster, just easy. And then we also, again, if we're going into that Link monster, it's really good. We'll get to it. 3 Sonata. It's level 3, doesn't matter too much. But it's, again, if you control a Melodious monster, you just special summon this. And then while the special summon card is on the field, all fairy type monsters you control gain 500 attack and defense. So that's, again, just really nice for getting your attack power up. And then we play 1 Solo. It's good for going second. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, you just special summon this from your hand. So again, just another easy way of going into that Link monster. When it's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Melodious monster from your deck. So it has decent effects. And then we're playing Ties of the Brethren. So we're definitely playing Barrier Statue of the Heavens. This deck just has a lot of like 2-card openings that are just absolutely amazing. I'll kind of explain those as we get to them. And then we're also playing Artifact Engine. We're doing 2 Scythe and 1 Moral Attack. Again, every single monster in this deck is light fairy type, which will come up later. But obviously the Artifact Engine is just really good in general. So that's it for the monsters. Starting off with the spells, one of the best ones is Ostinato. If you control no monsters, you just flat out fusion summon 1 Melodious fusion monster from your extra deck using 2 monsters from your hand or deck. So obviously you're going to use a deck. And then during the end phase, you destroy the fusion monster and special summon the monsters used to fusion summon it. So obviously that's another easy way of getting out your Area and your Elegy, because you use them, send them with Ostinato, fuse into your fusion monster, and then during the end phase you special summon both these, and your opponent can't target or destroy them by card effects or battle or anything. So that's a really good starter card. Another one that's pretty good is First Movement Solo. It's again another one, if you control no monsters, you just special summon one level 4 or lower Melodious from your hand or deck. And you can only activate it once per turn, but it's really good. And then our next best opening is Ties of the Brethren. This is going to be able to get you out, like your area, and then another like cannon or soprano, and then it'll get out your barrier statue. So your opponent's not going to be able to special summon except for light monsters. So that there is very good as well. We also are playing some back row removal. That's probably the biggest thing that would potentially hurt this deck. So 3 Twin Twisters is nice. And then we just play 1 Polymerization. You don't have to see this card, so it's just kind of a bonus if you do, to go into some of your other cool fusion monsters. And then for the traps, of course we play 3 Artifact Sanctum. We play the Artifact Engine, so you must play those. And then since everything in this deck is light and fairy type, we're playing 3 Rivalry and 3 Goes and Match. Seems crazy, but once you get your board out of, heck, even just area and your Elegy, along with a couple of these, your opponent's pretty much done. This is a really cool deck, really powerful, I feel. It's kind of low-key. So that is it for the main deck. I think we do 40, just for consistency. And then by far our best link is going to be, maybe the best card in the extra deck, is the new Bloom Harmonist. Really, really good. So basically, when you link summon this, just with 2 fairy monsters, you discard a card and special summon 2 Melodious monsters with different levels from your deck to the zone this points to. Can't special summon this turn except for Melodious monsters. And then if a Melodious monster this card points to attacks, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects until the end of the damage step. But it's absolutely amazing. Really, really good card. And then we play 2 Schuberta. She is actually really good. Just requires 2 Melodious monsters. During either player's turn, you just target up to 3 cards in either player's graveyard, banish them, and this card gains 200 attack for each. So right there, she'll be up to 3,000, and preferably banish some important monsters in your opponent's graveyard. So she is actually really good as well. Play 1 Bloom Diva. She's kind of cool. Can't be destroyed by battle or card effects. You take no battle damage, and if this card battles a special summon monster, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to the difference between the original attack of that and this card. And then you destroy that monster. So, really good card. And then 1 Bloom Prima. Now they both require 1 Melodious Maestra and 1 Melodious monster. So basically it's going to be your Schuberta along with another Melodious monster to make these. Basically with polymerization is what you're going to be doing. You can also do it with Soprano. But Bloom Prima gains 300 attack for each fusion material used for the fusion summon. And then this card can make a second attack during each battle phase. And then if this fusion summon card is sent to the graveyard, you just target 1 Melodious and add it to your hand. So, again, she's potentially very good, especially if you can boost her attack up to some pretty good levels. And then 2 other links we play. 1 Herald of Mirage Lights. It's potentially just a really nice negate. It just requires 2 monsters of the same type or attribute, which is everything in your deck. And then when a spell, trap card, or effect is activated, you just send 1 fairy from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and destroy it. The other effect really doesn't matter. We're not using it for ritual anything. But it's just a nice potential negate to have on board. And then just 1 gravity controller. Sometimes it's nice if you have a problem, if your opponent has a really strong card in the extra monster zone, you can just return it to the hand, attacking it with this card. And normally you're going to use, one of your fusions to go into him or one of your Xyz. So kind of cool. And then your Xyz that we play, one Fairy Cheer Girl. You just detach one and draw a card. Kind of cool. And then we want some attack power, so we play Utopia and Utopia Lightning. I still like it. I know Utopia doubles better, but you're playing a brick in the deck, in the double or nothing, so I just didn't want to play double or nothing, so Utopia Lightning, still pretty good. Tornado Dragon for spells and traps. Dweller against most decks. Daigusto Emerald comes up not too often. And then Baguska, again, if you want to just stall out, that might be a potential option. It is good against a lot of decks, though. But yeah, that is the deck, guys. Let me show you just something really quick. So, yeah, say you have Sonata. You just open up these two cards. I mean, this could be anything. So, this could be first movement. I mean, it could be so many different things. We just need a normal summon and a way to special summon. So you do solo, special summon that one, normal summon, and then you can go into your link, and you'll have another card in hand. You just discard that. We'll say it goes in match, and then you'll special summon the area and the Elegy. And that right there is so good. You just get your lockdown. You got 3 nice monsters there. The other thing that I was talking about with this is just a 1 card, so just you control no monsters. Ostinato, you'll make Schuberta with area and Elegy in the grave. And then during the end phase, destroy that and summon out these 2. You can do them in attack. They're not going to be destroyed by battle. You will take damage still, though, from the battle. So a lot of times your first turn, it's probably a good idea to just put them in defense. But your opponent's not going to be able to do much to them, apart from like a kaiju or just something that just non-targeting removal is about the only way to deal with simply those 2 cards special summoned onto the field. So it's a cool deck. Definitely not a deck your opponent is ever going to expect you to play. So it's a good, surprise deck. But yeah, that's the deck for you guys. If you haven't already, go and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.